This is the weekly weather briefing for Tuesday, February 21st, 2017 from the National Weather Service office in Spokane, Washington. Conditions change, so check out our website for updates. An overview today through tonight, moderate precipitation continues to move through, mainly a rain-snow mix to valleys. Slow snow melt and rainfall could aggravate existing flooding and drainage issues. Wednesday, the conditions should peak. Should be generally a little bit cooler and drier. Some lowland flooding and drainage issues are still possible. Flooding on high water levels are also possible on some larger rivers, and that's when most of the rivers crest and show a gradual decrease after Wednesday. Thursday through Tuesday, cooler with a small chance of showers, mainly the snow variety. This will slow down the snow melt and allow the rivers to go back to lower flows, along with other aerial flooding issues to wane in intensity. Precipitation forecast right here shows generally lighter amounts, and this is just what it would be as a liquid form. Rain, snow, or maybe all rain at times below 3,000 feet with snow above 3,000 feet. And this is considerably lesser snow amounts than earlier advertised, so it's resulting in lower river forecasts, which is a nice thing. The snow forecast for tonight and Tuesday shows the most snow on the North Idaho Central Panhandle Mountains. So most of that snow will occur tonight, with most of it falling above 3,000 feet. We have highlights to go with these amounts. But before we get to that, we have an aerial flood watch for those locations there on the map for lowland flooding due to rain and melting snow, and urban flooding due to poor drainage. Some basements have been flooded as well from this. Winter weather advisories are in effect, actually one for the North Idaho Central Panhandle Mountains. It'll be in effect from 4 p.m. this afternoon until 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Wednesday above 3,000 feet, for up to 3 inches below 3,000 feet and 5 to 10 inches above 3,000 feet. Flood concerns remain an issue into Wednesday. Lowland flooding with poor drainage on roads. After Wednesday, that threat should wane as the cooler temperatures occur. The other issues that'll come up are slick roads and sidewalks as below freezing temperatures each night after we get through this next tonight and tomorrow precipitation occurrence. They could each night those wet pavements could refreeze and cause slick conditions, so that's something to be aware of. 7-day outlook for eastern Washington shows the temperature trend. You see those normal values, which are those dotted lines, so we're below normal for the max and min temperatures for the whole 7-day forecast. And if you look at the precipitation or the weather forecast at the bottom, it pretty much shows the threat drops off after Wednesday, and we're generally under a cold, conditionally unstable air mass trough that'll allow maybe some light showery precipitation to fall, but nothing in terms of that major intense fire hose of increased rain that we had the past few days. Idaho for the next 7 days shows a similar thing. It holds on to showers a little bit more intensity because you see for Sandpoint in a Friday there's still some chances of snow occurring and a little bit potential for it to be dry for the weekend, and then an increase in chances Monday, but generally below normal temperatures through the 7-day. Going through the rivers, the Palouse River near Potlatch now is going to crest near Bankfull Wednesday morning, which is below the flood, which is a very pleasant thing to occur. The St. Joe at St. Mary's is showing similar conditions. The gauge is malfunctioning, so it's not following this curve, but the main thing to keep in mind and the main message is it's going to be near Bankfull Wednesday, and then it'll show a gradual decline. And the other rivers as well show this. The little Spokane River at Dartford shows a little bit gradual decline in this, but again, it just approaches near Bankfull. So those are the 3 rivers that were kind of needed to bring up and look at. The 8 to 14 day outlook shows the cold trough conditions that I was discussing earlier, where we're definitely below normal. So it actually continues out into the 8 to 14 day, where we stay generally cold and above normal in precipitation, meaning conditionally unstable showers will probably maybe have a little bit more organized chance to keep us on the wet side. The impacts overview, just to summarize, the snow accumulations above 3,000 feet can cause nuisance driving conditions across the North Idaho Central Panhandle Mountains tonight into Wednesday, hence the winter weather advisory for snow. That's out there for that. And wet roads could refreeze or freeze during the evening and nights, causing slick conditions for the next 7 days. That's something to bear in mind. Small streams and field flooding, and it's contributing to some isolated basement flooding as well currently. But that issue should gradually diminish after Wednesday as we get into that cold trough pattern. Again, the freeze-thaw cycle will continue through 7 days interval. It'll cause stress to pavement, so I guess we'll maybe see more potholes. Stay informed. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube are places you can catch up with current conditions and current forecasts. Thank you for listening.